John Gibbs, driver of the 13 Mitigator Ford Fusion. I'd like to thank you for listening to Let's Talk Racing.tv.
Driver of the number 5 Kiker Motorsports Camry. Welcome to Let's Talk Racing TV.
With Rockingham Speedway. Thanks for listening to Let's Talk Racing.
I'm Teddy Peters, driver of the number 17 Toyota NASCAR Camp World Truck Series, and you're listening to Let's Talk Racing. Hey guys, I'm Daytona 500 winner Trevor Bain, and thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing. Okay, get ready.
Hello everybody, it's Let's Talk Racing, and excuse me tonight, I have a bit of a cold, so if I'm starting to lose my voice, I apologize. Tonight we're going to get 2 callers, we're trying to get a third one. We're going to have Joey Coulter and Joe Scarbrough. I'm sorry if I've pronounced your names wrong. And I'm Krystal Hurr, I'm Roger's niece, and I'm going to help out with the show tonight. And we also have
Tacy.
Tom, so this should be interesting. You're having lots of fun with this, aren't you?
Yes.
Especially with me having a cold. Thanks with that. With the warning on that one.
We've been trying to get Tommy in here without Matt being around because Matt wants to talk all the time. Oh. So Tommy has the chance to
Yeah,
do
Tom,
something.
you get the chance to say something. Last time I was here, you were a little quiet.
Something.
Okay, gee, aren't you funny? Look at that comedian right there. Gee.
What's the latest with AJ Allmendinger?
Look it up.
Did he get the other tests done?
They have scheduled the test for the 24th.
So the 24th we get to see if it was a prescription or if he was actually getting into something. But like people have said, I don't really think he's that type of character to get into that.
Everybody out there that I've talked to, listened to, they've all said that's not his character.
I think that's why everybody was kind of shocked when the news came out. They're like, no, there's no way he would be getting into things like that. And it's very rare that you hear stuff like this in racing and in NASCAR. And it doesn't happen that often. When it does, it's all over. So I think that's why they're making it such a big deal. So
now, the other thing, too, is that if he gets pissed off enough, he may go to Indy.
Well,
Okay.
hey, there you go.
I mean, look who the car owner is.
Yeah.
And that is?
Penske.
Penske.
All right.
He owns cars on both sides of the world, so
Well,
to speak.
so like you said, if he messes up with that, he can just switch to another. So when are our callers calling in tonight?
First 15 minutes, we're going to talk some racing stuff.
Oh boy, you're going to have some random racing information tonight.
What was some of the things you found out that happened at Langley in your short little trip out there last weekend?
Well, there was a lot of yelling about tires, which was interesting. I walked up, and next thing you know, this guy's kind of exploding at everybody. And as soon as he noticed I was there, he apologized, which I kind of find really funny. So I got to go to Langley, and my uncle, Lovely, got me a pit pass. But unfortunately, the race was canceled, which I was really bummed out about because I've never been able to go to the pits and watch a race. And
We'll do it again.
we'll have to do it again because I was really excited and I was able to see the race and get a lot of info on drivers, meet people, and things like that. So I was really excited for the next show. And then a little bit of rain got it canceled, like you. I don't know why they canceled it. There was a little sprinkle of rain and then it passed on by.
There's a lot of times, because of the area we're in, that stuff will pop up.
Out of nowhere. It's
And
Virginia weather, you know.
It seems like every time they have a little teeny sprinkle and they figure it's a whole bunch going to come because if they look on the radar, they see a whole bunch of it. They
blows
cancel
out.
it. And then as it gets to us,
the thing
it
is,
fizzles
you
away.
can't rely on Virginia weather, because 1 minute it'll be raining and thundering, and then 5 minutes later it'll be sunny again, like nothing's happened, and
Well, I'll give you
it's
the
constantly
business side of it. The
changing.
business side. He's going to have a lot of people that's not going to show up because of all the
The
weather
rain
reports.
and the weather reports.
So instead of paying to have all the people there for somebody that's not going to be there, just
Might
don't
as
do
well
it,
just not do it at all.
and then reschedule it later another time.
But it was a bummer because the weather did end up passing by and stuff like that. I've never seen it by the pits before, so I was really excited and all gung-ho for that.
Well, let's see how good your memory was. What were they complaining about the tires?
Cost and him constantly having to buy tires and marking them. Somebody wasn't marking the tires.
Okay, I'll have to correct you.
Oh boy.
What was happening was guys were buying.
Well, listen to the teacher because I'm being corrected here. So yes.
Well, get used to it. That's called you listen. You got to be intent on stuff. Anyway, no, he was complaining about people were buying extra tires, removing the tags that are put on there by the officials so that they know when and where they were bought, and they're putting other tags on there saying that they were bought earlier in another race, and they would scuff those and then put them on, and it would be like having 3 or 4 brand new tires on your car. So that's what he's complaining about, because he only buys, by the rules, 1 tire every week.
Well, he was in an interesting situation. No wonder he was so mad.
Let's put it this way. It kept going. I heard more and more. It went higher and higher.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I actually got phone calls for numbers. You got so-and-so's number? We can handle it. But anywho, yeah, that was fun. But at least we didn't have to get everybody out there and stay out in the heat and everything too. 'Cause
Yeah,
still
it was
really
a
hot.
really hot day that day, and the weather's gotten even more.
This weekend will be good.
But by Saturday, it's like saying it's going to be 90, 80 degrees. And
No, this Saturday?
on my
83,
thing, it
84.
said 80, 90.
For Saturday?
Yeah.
You better check again.
Well, I'll check again because it was wrong, apparently.
Yeah, we've already got that once.
Are you on here? Would you like to pull up a stool,
We've got
ma'am?
that once already tonight for her.
All I know is the weather's supposed to be nicer because I want it to get cooler outside, but I just don't want any rain to come so it doesn't get canceled again.
Saturday, high of 83, 40% precipitation.
Oh, joy. Well, that should be fun.
Another race canceled?
Yeah, no one
It may or may
canceled.
not. Who knows?
Yeah.
Did you get my video I sent to you earlier?
Which video?
I only sent you one.
Well, I mean, I haven't been on the computer.
No, I sent it to your phone.
My phone? I don't think I can even watch videos on my phone. I don't have a fancy phone like you that can do all kinds of stuff.
What type of phone is it?
It's a Sprint phone, Samsung Seek.
Is it a BlackBerry?
And all I got... No, it's not a BlackBerry. My dad has a
Is it
BlackBerry.
like a droid or anything?
I got a picture. Like, I didn't get a video. It was a picture. And I was wondering...
That's the video.
Because I clicked on it. I was like, why did he send me a random picture of himself?
iPod instead.
Yeah, I was like confused because here my phone's ringing and I look and it's a random picture of you and I'm like, okay, all right, Roger.
I'll have to tell you later.
What?
I'll play what you were supposed to get later.
Oh boy, do I want to know what it's about or should I be worried?
Oh, it's basically what I said before I sent that.
Okay. About when I was asking you if you wanted the
Tomatoes and cues.
tomatoes, yeah.
We're way off target here.
Of course we are.
Okay, where are we racing at this weekend, other than local stuff?
Oh, where? Not who or what? Wow. Way to go.
You got all the W's there on that one?
Congratulations
You got all the W's on that one.
on that. Gee, okay.
Some darts,
Yeah, you're not holding any darts, so I'm safer now.
Okay, she may throw other stuff in it. She might have a bad shot.
Yeah, you don't want to hit him or other people, okay? Can we not? There's no need for violence.
Oh, come on, there's always room for violence.
I know, but there's really no need for it in this situation. Goodness.
Anywho, so did you find out where we're racing at this weekend?
We're gonna.
Oh gosh.
Golly, did it?
I was looking up other
You were looking up other things. Okay.
I tell you,
This should be really interesting tonight.
That's why you need to be on the computer.
I tell you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. why don't you
Research.
do that?
Get your research in.
I'm sorry, I was working today.
Let's say we had a
The
crew
brickyard?
chief change.
Really?
Alright.
Who was it? Was that on? Who was that on?
I'm not sure. I didn't hear about it.
You didn't watch the race either.
I know. Sorry. And
Tacy
I
Kane
think
won
I-
the
I think
cup race.
I think I
in
was
New
gone
Hampshire.
for that, wasn't I? No?
Your brother was here. I'll be in problem.
Yeah, probably.
So they're going to be at the Brickyard.
Indianapolis for the 29th. So they actually got a weekend off then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that should be nice. And then the rest stop and travel.
Now, Nationwide
Get all
guys, they're
drug
going
free.
to be in Chicago. Nationwide's going to be in Chicago. And the truck guys are also going to be in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
So,
Jeff Bodine had his 200 start, didn't he? The truck series.
possibly. We get from the sides over here that Jeff Bodine is having his 200th start. Had it?
He had it.
Oh, man.
He already had it.
That's 200 starts in each series is what it was.
Oh, maybe I should call him see if he wants to be on.
Well, gee. Thanks, Roger.
What?
Hey. So, anyway.
What anyway?
Besides that, and all the races coming up, which hopefully I'll be able to see. Well, our first caller will be coming in at 7:15, so that'll be soon. So what are you looking up now?
You mean Todd Bodine? You don't mean Jeff Bodine?
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
I was just thinking. 'Cause I know Jeff works
It's all in
well.
the family, right?
Yeah, it's a family thing.
nah,
The Bowines.
let's not get into family things, boy.
Timothy Peters still first in truck points. He had a nice little interview with Race Hub from this past weekend. It's good to see him. Shot him out a note. And we texted for a little bit, laughing about it. Him and his makeup.
Yeah, well,
It was strange to see him in all that makeup. Let me tell you.
it's crazy what they have to do sometimes when having interviews and.
Well, hey, look at this poor chin. I mean, hey.
Yeah, I know.
I'm growing this out for a commercial I'm doing.
Oh boy. It's Let's Talk Racing.
Hi, this is Joey Coulter.
Okay, thank you for calling tonight, Joey. I'm Krystal, and I'm Roger's niece. I'm doing the show tonight along with Tom.
Tom.
So,
we're breaking new blood in here. Joey.
yeah, so
All right, awesome.
sorry if my voice
gotta-
get lost because
We
I
gotta
have
put a yellow
cold.
stripe on her butt though for being a rookie.
Oh, yeah, funny. Yeah, whatever you say. So, if you don't mind, Joey, give us your profile, like how you started racing and where you're from.
I started racing when I was 8 years old. Born and raised in Miami Springs, Florida, and started racing in a couple different cities, real close to where I live. And went and did some national touring stuff and some state touring series, and did that for 6 years. Won a couple state championships. Finished second national points my last year. And then I started racing what's called the Florida Fast Truck Series, which was a short track series in Florida. It's kind of like a street stock with a pickup truck body on it. It's pretty neat. Really neat series. Good series to get your teeth sunk into some, basic stock car racing to learn everything. And I went Hooters Pro Cup racing for a couple of years. And when Pro Cup kind of started to go south, we made the move to the ARCA series and ran ARCA for 2 years, and then got some phone call from Mr. Coulter.
That's pretty awesome. Did you get any inspiration from drivers that you watched growing up, or any family members to get you into racing?
It was my family. They always watched racing. They never really did it. My uncle was a race car driver. He ran just about anything run. But I never knew he raced until I started racing.
Oh wow!
So it was, I'm not really sure what got me into it. I know, like I said, my parents watched it a lot. They've gone to Daytona, gosh, 100 times probably. They've been to the Indy 500, and they used to watch races all the time. We go to the Homestead race every year. So it was always kind of a part of my life. At Hialeah Speedway, which was the short track right near my house, I went there every Saturday night and watched the short track races. So I was kind of around it, but never really was involved in it until I went racing myself.
All right, and how is racing for RCR?
It's a dream come true, I guess is the best way to describe it. My goal from when I was 8 or 9 years old when I started was to make it to NASCAR and drive for a top tier team and try to win races. And that's how I feel. That's what I feel like driving for RCR. Is I'm in NASCAR, I'm driving for that top tier team, and we got a real good shot at winning races every week.
Do they have, Joey, this is Roger, do they have, I've been to RCR a few times now, that was before they were doing the truck series. Are they putting everything still all in the same place there?
It's moved around a little bit. They got the big cup shop up the hill. Just has the cup stuff in it with that's our gear shop, transmission shop. Then kind of go down the hill a little ways. The old cup shop, not the museum, but the shop after they moved out of the museum, is where the trucks are now. I guess it was the old Nationwide shop. That's where it was last. So then the Nationwide shop is now a building that they bought from, I think it was a window company or something. It's changed quite a bit. It's pretty much its own little city now.
Yeah, I remember, the last time I was out there, I think Chocolate had just been upgraded to being the manager of the museum area.
Okay.
Oh God, I could tell you some stories about him, but that would be for another time. But yeah, it's always been interesting. Do they still have the museum in the same spot it's been, or did they also relocate that?
No, the museum, as far as I know, is in the same place it's been. In the first cup stop, right as you drive in.
Yeah, on the right there. Okay.
Yep.
All right, and speaking of stories, what would be like your most favorite racing memory or story that you've had so far with racing?
That's a tough one. This was kind of neat though. It's got to do with Tacy, so it's kind of cool. I'm real good friends with a guy named Daryl Glenn. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He was a drag racer, early '90s, and really, really good. Won a lot of races. Really young, and got hurt in an accident over in Europe. And long story short, he's been in a wheelchair for a really long time. He's got this awesome charity that I've supported for probably, 10 years. And Daryl, Richard's a real good friend of Daryl's. Tony Stewart knows he hangs out with a pretty cool crowd. And I was out in Bristol for a Pro Cup race, decided to go to Full Gap to watch the dirt races one night. And Daryl calls me and said, "Hey, go buy a pit pass, come back here, I want to introduce you to somebody." All right, cool. I went back in the pit and found Daryl, and he introduced me to Mr. Childress. Shook his hand, said, "Nice to meet you." We just kind of, bench raced for a minute or two. And he said, "What was your name again?" I said, "Billy Coulter." And he thought for a second, he goes, "Billy Coulter." He goes, "Yeah, you race the black number 2 truck down in Florida, don't you?" And I went, "Oh my God."
Isn't that always a kick in the pants when somebody pulls that out and they recognize you from somewhere and you thought you had no clue that anybody even knew you?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really big eye opener because racing where I was racing, at the level I was racing, you know, I never did anything to jeopardize my career, but I never thought about who was watching, you know, because
You always got to be careful because you never know who's where, who's watching, or when opportunities or things can come up. So
yeah, so it was kind of a real big eye opener for me, and that's been something I've thought about ever since then. Is, you know, you never know who's watching, and you never know when they might show up.
Hey, that's about like this show. I was sitting here talking. A friend of mine was texting me when I was off to the side one night, and she was telling us, "Oh, by the way, Mike Helton is laughing his ass off and is almost ready to piss in his pants because he was watching the show and was just." We were actually ragging about NASCAR, but it was in a good way. But it was one of those things, and I loved that.
oh wow.
And just like you were talking about, I've gone to racetracks, and somebody will see me because of seeing me on the show, and say, "Hey, I really like y'all's shows," and I'm sitting here, "Who is this person?" You know?
Oh, now that we've covered your favorite, what would you say be like your bad or worst memory or something where you're like, oh gosh?
No, go for the meat. Go for the.
Do I have to do that one? Now he wants me to do most embarrassing racing
That's
moment.
always good, isn't it, Joey?
Yeah, I got a pretty good one for that one.
Okay, here we go. Fine, I'll give you a high five for that. Okay, you win that one. Score one, Roger. Score one, me. All right, we're keeping score tonight for that. So, go ahead and tell your story now that we've covered the topic. Most embarrassing racing moments.
It's Pro Cup racing. First year I did it, probably my 7th or 8th Pro Cup race, I guess. Hadn't really tested much. You know, we kind of jumped into it pretty quick. And, long story short, we should have done a lot better job, but we learned eventually how terrible we were at organizing a race. But we were at Southern National Raceway and got going in the race, probably running, you know, somewhere near the top 10, and the motor blew up. And you know, there was a little oil fire. Well, I hadn't ever been on fire in a race car, and I definitely didn't want to stick around being one. So I was stopped up on the banking and jumped out of the car, and somewhere along the way I had knocked it out of gear. So when I got out of the car, my foot off the brake, car went rolling down the race.
Oh my gosh.
It didn't come running down after you did it.
No, I did try to chase it, though. I almost got it stopped, and then I fell down.
There was some place I saw the other day on TV, somebody did that. They got out of the race car, and it started rolling right on downhill.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I saw that too, and I felt way better because I was pretty sure I was the only person that had ever done that. So that guy made my day.
There's always somebody with either a similar story, so embarrassing moments might not be quite as bad as people think. So
Usually one episode of Destroyed in Seconds will, one night show will fix any of those problems off real quick.
oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Tell me about it.
Got destroyed in 60 seconds or something like
Yeah.
that. Destroyed in seconds,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Destroyed
You, have
in
to, you
seconds.
watch that, Joey?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Oh Lord.
Does that bring back memories on you at some time? Hey, Joey,
Yeah.
does that ever bring back any other memories when you watch that?
No, I haven't gone that extreme.
Let's hope you don't.
I was catching one. I happened to flip over to the channel and ran through it last night. Some guy was being towed by a car, and the car had to stop all of a sudden real quick, and the guy just slams into the back end of the car.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see, I tried to keep my IQ above that for as long, for most of my life. But there's been a couple of things on there where I was going, man, I almost did that. I'm glad I didn't.
So,
Oh, gosh.
what's going on in your future there, Joey? You got anything good coming up?
We're still looking for a full-time sponsor, which is it's tough to find right now. But we got a lot of good part-time ones that we've had this year that have just been an absolute pleasure to work with. So, we're really looking forward to hopefully growing all those relationships. As far as what we're going to do next year, it's kind of up in the air. We're really, really, really focused on winning this truck championship, so we haven't talked about anything at all for next year. Obviously, I guess the thing to do would kind of be to try to follow, Austin's progression like we have so far, and maybe move the nationwide next year. But it all depends on sponsorship and just we want to make sure we've got we're in the right situation and we've got the right stuff to do it.
All right. Well, speaking of sponsors, we have our other caller on the line. Now, before you go, we'll give you a chance to thank all your sponsors,
I had another quick
so you can
question
go
for
ahead
Joey.
and do that.
Hey, Joey, before you do that, who'd you have spotting for you at Iowa?
TJ, he's our shot guy. He's been spotting for me all year.
Okay. Well, he did pretty good, apparently, keeping you out of trouble. He did a good finish, 8th place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does a really good job, and it's neat because a lot of the times guys that are really good spotters have driven before. I don't think TJ's ever sat in a race car.
That's good if he's doing as well for that and not having driven, because I get myself periodically go and do spotting for some people. Question for you, and don't take this wrong. I know too many people.
Oh boy.
I like the fact, yes, go for that championship, but I do have other friends out there too, and everybody's up there. We had Timothy on here last week, so.
I mean, it's a tough crowd. It's when I say we're going for the championship, we're definitely going for it, but we've got a lot of work to do to get there.
I can't remember. Have you got a win yet in the truck series?
No, not yet. We're still looking for the first win. We're pretty excited about the races coming up. We've done a lot of work on our mile-and-a-half stuff, and just really, really worked on a lot of small things that hopefully make a pretty big difference.
Well, in that case, let me throw some karma at you. I told Timothy to go out and win last weekend, and he did. So you go out and win this weekend, okay?
All right, you got it.
All right, go ahead and run through your sponsors, and we'll let you get yourself out of here.
Like I said, we've got a ton. We've had a ton of really great ones this year. Mama Lucia's Meatballs was on at Daytona. We've had Steakums on for a couple races. Husky Liners was on for one. They'll be on again later this year. We just had American Ethanol on the truck at Iowa. They were awesome to work with. Those guys had a ton of fun, which is always cool to see a sponsor enjoy being at the race that much. And then got Ripid Energy's been with me for 4 years. Always a pleasure to run races for them, especially with my dad's ARCA team. And Tempest Cycle's been with us from the beginning, and looking forward to working with them in the future.
All right, good deal, Joey. Well, thanks for being on the show with us tonight. We'll get you back on again because we always like talking to you.
Oh, anytime. I appreciate you having me.
No problem.
No problem. Thank you.
Like I say, go win the race this weekend.
You got it. We'll do it.
Break the leg
If
with that.
you do, you have to call back in.
All right.
All right, later.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Hello there, it's Let's Talk Racing.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing pretty damn good, as long as I don't get blown away in this thunderstorm I'm sitting in right now.
Oh gosh, that's not good. Well, here we got blazing weather, like weather 100 degrees, and so we're not doing any better here with considering heat.
Okay, we have Joe Scarbrough on the line.
Awesome.
He's down in, he's actually outside of Richmond.
Yeah.
Really?
So he's not far from here.
Oh, so you're not far from here.
He's north.
No, I used to come down and do the show quite often, but I got a new job, and it's kind of, I'm working some later hours, and I just can't make it from the west end of Richmond out there.
Oh, that's a shame.
In an hour.
Oh gosh. Well, just in case you don't know who I am, I'm Roger's niece, Krystal, and I've been helping him out with the show, and he's letting me run it tonight here with Tom. And so I can't get that name in my mind.
Tommy's name is now Tom.
I can't think of his name. I can't think of it and remember it to save my life. Well, anyway, so where are you from? What are you doing, Roger?
Roger, where's the cue cards?
I am making her a big ass note in front of her.
Okay. All right.
Wait, you got that?
All right, I
Pointing
got
to
that.
the left.
Okay.
That means the guy to your left.
Okay, the guy to my left. His name is Tom.
Tommy.
Tommy. You like
Oh.
Tommy? Okay, now you're.
Whatever.
I'm calling you Tommy now. All
You
right.
can call him Hey You if he's not on the show. But
Roger, you're gonna make me lose my voice.
oh,
Anyway.
is that when we can start singing "Silence Is Golden"?
No, oh. Now hush your mouth, since speaking of silence. Anyways.
Just remember where you left it last. Can't be far.
He can be just as bad as I can be.
Oh,
Anyways,
yes.
do you mind giving us your profile, like with racing, how you're involved in it, and what all you've done?
My profile, so I should like turn sideways to the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's corny. Yeah, boo me. Can I get a boo? Can I get a boo for that, please?
Oh,
Nothing.
I guess
Silence.
so.
Not even a boo me. Hi, I'm Joe Scarbrough. Currently this year I'm a Wheeling Southern Modified driver. We've run 5 races. We've had horrible luck for most of them with stupid stuff breaking. And we finally finished our first finish in the Modified Series. We finished 10th at Caraway 2 weeks ago.
Sweet.
Awesome.
So that was great. And it's like, we've had a good car. We're on a very small budget. I got great people. I got a great engine builder, Gene Nichols, my carburetor guy, Randy Murray's machine up on Long Island, New York. Just a lot of people I've met over the course of my 32 years of racing, because I started when I was 10. Don't do the math. Tell me I'm old.
What? You're young like a spring chicken. No, of course. There's no problem with that. Anyway.
Not the years, it's the mileage.
Oh, gosh, you're cracking me up here. So, what would you say inspired you and got you really passionate
And
for
don't
racing?
say because you saw me racing.
Oh. Well, since Roger's out of the question, what inspired you besides Roger?
What inspires me besides Roger?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a very competitive person, unlike most race car drivers. Love of the game. I just, it's something that my family, my grandfather was a car builder, my dad was a race car driver, and I just, they put me behind the wheel when I was like 4 or 5 in fun carts and things like that, and then they turned me loose on the racetrack when I was about 10, 11 years old.
Oh gosh.
It's like that song. It's a family affair.
I mean, they had me. I was on a stock car at 14. So I mean, I got a pretty good start. And my dad, he was my greatest mentor. He's my greatest friend, and he really helped me in many, many ways. Because what he would do is, he was unstoppable. Like, they'd start him dead last, and he'd win like 12 in a row. Well, what he would do is, he worked it out at the track. I was his crew chief, but he'd let me run practice, and then he'd let me run the heat race, and then he'd start the car dead last in the feature and win the thing.
Oh, wow.
I would tune the car to my feel and my crew chiefing ability, and then he'd go out in the feature, and we'd see how the thing would work. And half the time he'd come back and say, "Hey, you were wrong. You buzzed loose." Horrible. You won. Shut up.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I did that. I did street stocks, go-karts. I had the fantastic experience of being a Grand Am driver, like they say on the commercials. I ran the Grand Am County Challenge. It's the Continental Tire Challenge series. I ran 3 or 4 races in that back in 2007, and that was fantastic. That was just the team I drive for right now, Aftershock Motorsports, that's owned by Vicky Castergren. She's found me on my last day, my last dollar racing in an old piece of junk racing, and she said, "I want to buy a race team and I want you to drive." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're out of your mind." And then she's like, "Can you drive a sports car?" I'm like, "Lady, I can race a roller skate down a hill." And she started talking, and I'm like, this is crazy. I got a friend that's got a road race team, whatever else. Why don't you come out to VIR and drive it? I'm like, okay, I'll bite. Sure, why not? I'm broke. I'm out of racing. And I get out there, and this guy's got a multi-million-dollar operation with like 3 RX-8s.
Oh,
Big stacker trailer, crew guys. Wow, look at this. Next thing I know, I'm at Daytona.
Wow. That is
Daytona running in a challenge race. We ran good. I got up in the top 10. We ran well. Again, just a tough race. We got to finish like 20th on the race, something like that. But then she bought the modified team that we raced at Langley. We had a lot of success there. We got second in points there in 2007, Rookie of the Year. Won a championship in 2008. Won the Rolling Thunder Championship in 2010. And we really started crunching the budget, and we made a lot of contacts in that. We pitched it to her last year. I said, we could run 11 races on the Southern Wheel and Modified Tour for the same budget that would run at 30 races of the local modified series, and she went for it. So here we are. And, I know we've had good cars. The car works great on the outside. I'm easy on equipment. It's not, we've got our operating budget is much less than the other teams. We bought the car, the engine, and the amount of money we can spend for the year is about what a top flight team pays for an engine.
Wow, that is really
We're an underdog, and we're running. We're running decent. We've been running good. We're having stupid problems, O-rings, dead batteries, just crap. Just crap that we're dealing with. It's an old car. It's the car's a '96.
Wow. Well, I always root for underdogs because they can always come out and surprise people. You never know what, like, they don't think they're capable of much, and then they come out of nowhere and blow people away. And I want to congratulate you on all that you've done. That is really impressive.
Hey, Joe, are they still slating for you guys to be coming out to Langley?
Yeah, we're on the schedule. Barring anything disastrous or unforeseen, we intend on coming to Langley. And I'm hoping Langley's really going to be one of our best tracks, because Langley's not a big horsepower track.
Do you remember the date on that?
It's in September, I think.
Okay.
Because we got Bowling Gray coming up in a couple of weeks, and my intention there is to survive.
Oh, yes.
That's my only intention. I don't care where I qualify. I don't care where I finish. I'm just trying to, if we can keep it under 2 pit stops for repairs, I think we're in good shape. And then we got Bristol. Bristol's going to be tough. Last year they started all the cars that showed up. I'm hoping it's the same situation this year, because we're really making the best of what we got, but we don't have the big steam to run with the big dogs on a 2-lap time trial. We're going to be a couple tenths off, and the fields are so tight. It's under a half a second from first to last.
Wow.
So when we get to Bristol, if we're 2-3 tenths off the pole, you may not make the field, and I'm concerned about that. So, we're going to go down there, we're going to give it our best shot, what we always do. But, my big concern for Bristol is just to make the race. Yeah, and then after that, we've got, I think after Bristol, it's, we've got another Caraway, or we're back to Langley then. And then there's the one up in Thompson in Connecticut. I figure that's the last race. So if we make it that far, we won. Wahoo.
Wow, that's awesome.
You get through a year on no money. That's fantastic,
That's always nice. Mind explaining what Mad Racing is?
Mad, that's my next show. I'm actually at the race shop right now. Actually, I'm outside the race shop because the guys are in there blasting away on the 08 car. And MAD is that's an abbreviation for the Modified Affordable Division, and it's a class that I kind of tweaked the rule book so that you can run virtually any type of modified you want in that class with some very minor modifications. And the big key to it is it uses a very economical and reusable race tire. We get the tires from Cal City in North Carolina. You buy them from Carl's Racing Products. I think they're like $70 or $75 a piece. And this week will be the first time I have actually replaced all 4 tires on the car, just because time. I'm not sure. I didn't wear the other ones out, but the Cal City sent me last August. I put 100 and something laps of practice and then ran several races on the same 4 tires. We haven't changed a tire on the car. I think we might have changed one for stagger purposes, but it wasn't because it wore out. And we've been running decent. We were running up front. Hunter Slayton, who's actually killing the field, he's running on the same tires that he ran at Orange County last October.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so basically you're getting about 7-8 races out of a set of tires, which is, of course, going to save you a lot of money. We all know how much tires cost.
It's the biggest, somebody had to, watching it, tracks are closing left and right, race teams are folding up. I got too many friends that actually have the same passion that I do for the sport that just simply can't afford to do it. That was the situation I was faced with. I just ran out of money. I couldn't do it anymore. That's why I was dirt racing. You didn't have to buy tires every week. And, it doesn't have to be that way. When my dad was racing back in the 70s and the 80s, we'd run tires until the cord came out. And you could run competitive like that. And, that technology didn't go away. I guess when the economy was thriving, everybody wanted to go faster and put a softer, stickier tire on, and they could buy them every week and buy them every week. And then, racetracks seem to have changed their attitude towards how to run business, and it wasn't so much of packing butts in the stands and selling hot dogs and adult frothy beverages. It became selling tires and fuel to the racers. And eventually you look up in the stands, and there's 3 people in the stands, and there's 2 cars on the racetrack. Nobody can afford to keep putting the tires on the car.
Yeah.
Changed. So this class, it allows the racers to run basically any kind of car they want. there's even some big stipulations for pump gas. If you're running like 93 octane or lower, you can run. You get like a 200-pound weight brake, and you can put an injection system on the car. Whatever you want to do. Somebody teach me how to make pump fuel, unleaded pump fuel for $3 a gallon, run up front. And that was the motivation on that. The racetracks, it doesn't cost the racetracks a fortune. They don't have to post an $1,000 purse and then hope they get enough cars there to actually make their money on. The money that the racers pay to come into the track gets reorganized and redistributed to the field. So if the field generates $2,000, there's a $2,000 purse for the field. Commonly, the race winners get in between $200 and $300, and last place car goes home with $50, $75, which really last place is getting the same thing that they get now, and better than some places. First, it's cut back. We're trying to share the wealth, make it affordable for the speedways, for the racers. And I got to tell you, when you put a 550 horsepower car on an 8-inch wide stone for a tire, it's exciting. We're all over the place. Smoke blowing off the right rear. Oh, it's great. It's fun racing to watch. It's affordable racing to get into, and it's something that can help the speedways as well, because they're going broke. They're going broke. No speedways don't open up anymore. They just close down and turn the balls, or they let the grass grow through them.
That is really awesome. And speaking of stuff like that, what would you say is like your favorite memory through racing?
My favorite memory through racing. There's so many. I mean, one of my all-time favorites was back in, I think it was '86. I had the opportunity to work for Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, wow.
I was a Showdown champion. It was a guy that built our car, George Taylor, out of Long Island, New York. He had built three or four cars for different teams. And when Earnhardt came up there for this Budweiser Showdown of Champions, we pulled all the crews and all the crew chiefs together. So basically, I was the crew chief of my dad's late model, and he ran pretty well, and I was like the peon grunt for that team. So, when you're grunt, the successful crew chief, you got an all-star team. So, and that's what we had. So we had the engine builder, the car builder, 4 crew chiefs, 4 drivers, and Dale Earnhardt, and we won everything. We're pitted next to Darrell Waltrip, Tim Richmond, Ron Bouchard, Bentley Warren. I mean, it was
wow.
It was fantastic. But actually, you know what? I do have to say, my highlight of my racing career, when I was down in Daytona from the Freshman Florida 300 in January 2007. I'm in my driving suit. I'm walking to the drivers' meeting, and I'm with my coach. And coming the other way is King Richard Petty in a golf cart. And I see him coming, and I go, "Yo, King!" And he high-fives me on the way by. I was like, I'm in a racing suit, he's in civvies. Daytona, I got high-fived by Richard Petty. Does it get any better?
Hey, we can reenact that for you and bring Charles by,
Yeah. Yeah. Tell Charles I said hi. I ain't seen him in a while because I haven't been down to Langley, really.
Really?
There's been a lot of good times. I mean, obviously, you never forget your first win, and that was beautiful. Your first championship, these were phenomenal times with great people, and those places, they hold a place in your heart forever, and that's what drives that passion.
Well, now we're gonna hit you with another one.
Now we're gonna hit you another one. Now we're gonna do the opposite. What's your most embarrassing moment?
I talk too much too. Okay.
What would you say is your most embarrassing?
My most embarrassing. Oh, Daytona, same weekend. Same weekend, right? I had a little trouble with like turn 3 or something on the track, so I walked over to the fence to watch some of the other guys, some of the DT cars and GT cars. The best of the best are out there. Jimmy Johnson's out there, and Jeff Gordon's out there. Boris said, and I'm in the same drivers meeting with these guys. But, I'm watching them go in the corner. So I turn around, and I walk back in, and I stop into the men's room, and I'm using the urinal. When I hear a little voice behind me go, "Mister, can I have your autograph?" Let me wash my hands first, and I'm outside. So yeah, that was probably my most embarrassing moment in motorsports.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Finally, the little 6-year-old kid asked me. He's standing there with his autograph book and his pen, and he's standing behind me in the men's room asking me for my autograph. I'm like, "Son, you don't want me touching anything of yours right now."
Well, hey, you've been to Richmond before, right, Joe?
Well, I'm sorry, Roger, what was that?
You've been to Richmond before.
Yes. Yeah, I actually had the honor of being the ride-along driver at the Rusty Wallace driving experience.
Oh, man.
You're
getting me at that.
Okay, now in the pits.
That was fun.
Now in the pits, the only place, really good place to get autographs is you stand right outside the men's bathroom in the garage.
You know, that's how you meet everybody. Even at a party, if you stay by the bathroom, you meet everybody sooner or later.
That's right. Everybody used to say, I'm trying to get so-and-so's autograph, so-and-so's autograph. I said, see this spot right here?
Hey.
Stand right here. You will meet them sooner or later, along with everybody else.
All right, I'll have to remember that if I ever go anywhere, to stand by the bathrooms. Might be a little odd, but hey, it'll get you to meet some interesting people, can't it?
If there's a line, you can talk to them. If not, you got to catch them on the way out. Otherwise, you know,
yeah, you always want to catch them on the way out, and hopefully they've washed up.
Yeah, really. Oh gosh.
Don't touch anything. Just
You don't want any DNA samples. Is that what you're saying?
right. And I don't need to know you that well. I just came over to say hi.
Happy to. Never mind.
No. Oh my god.
Oh, we're going off the deep end as usual.
Yes, as usual.
Joe's used to that.
We always go off a little
he's
bit.
He's caused some of it when he's been here, let me tell you.
Oh boy, he's caused some of it. That's interesting.
Yeah, I had this is probably one of my other most embarrassing moments in racing was I got into I was new at Wall Stadium and I got into a shoving match with somebody and I attempted to launch him over the fence and I got pretty damn close. I got him on top of it.
Oh no.
And it tore the right side wheels off of my car and it tore the right side wheels off of his car. And as my car is grinding to a halt, I found out how popular the other guy was because I had 5,000 fans on their feet booing.
No.
Apparently, this guy had just moved up in division, and he had won the championship and most popular driver the year before.
Oh.
I didn't find he was very popular because I didn't like the way that he took me out previously, and we got. I'm sure he's got his version of the story too, but I think he had it coming. But anyway,
Oh.
nobody in the stands felt that way though. It took me a long time to get over that reputation.
Oh gosh.
Oh, jeez. Some info for you from one of your friends, Terry. You know she's running out at Knoxville, Iowa, right?
Who is?
Terry.
Oh, really?
Yep. She is now going to be running 410s, 360s, and 305s.
Wow. Good deal. Good deal. And when is that?
She's already started doing some work and getting her 410 ready. She's out there and done some hot laps and stuff like that, but hasn't really raced. They got a brand new fuel injection system they can't get knuckled under yet. So
yeah, I know about them experimental prototype things.
So that's been driving them crazy. She'd get out there, do hot laps, and all of a sudden she'd start smoking and have to pull off, and it was something to do with the fuel injection.
Yeah, it's just, stupid stuff like that will just drive you crazy. Like the wheeling car this year. We fell out of a race because of an O-ring. We had a pressed-on pulley come off the power steering pump. Got a dead battery from a broken switch. We had 3 DNFs that totaled the total amount of damage to the car was like $8.
No.
Oh, I've got a good one for you. How about you driving along and the sleeve on your racing suit catches your kill switch?
I actually did. I actually did that. I actually turned the car off a couple of times. I had a car years back. It was the switches were mounted very close to my hand, and back in the day, I'd get nice and relaxed, and I'd one-hand the car, and I'd throw my arm up on the roll bar, and I'd hit the switch. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was moving my arm forward just to relax. Sometimes you like to drive left-handed only. And as I was pushing it up the pipe, I snagged it on the kill switch.
Well, nowadays with the containment seats and stuff like that, you don't move. You don't get tired. You don't feel the fatigue in the G's of the car as much as you used to. But back in the day, running cars probably in the late '80s, even there were no headrests, there were no shoulder rests, there were no leg supports. So you run a 100-lap race, around lap 40 or 50, you start getting tired. You got your head leaned against the window net. You put your right arm against the roll bar to kind of hold yourself in, and you drive, with your left hand. You start feeling the fatigue. That's probably not a good place to put the switch. It seemed like a great idea. I was like, oh, that's great. I can reach that no problem in the shop. But, in the shop, you're not 50 laps tired.
Well, this was when they had it mandated for the late models. You had to mount it where the roll bars came together in the front there, and just upward a little bit of that. It was so that they could reach it from anywhere in the car or outside the car.
Right. Yeah, that's where mine was, like right in the middle of the car. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so she's. I'm actually supposed to be going up there in the middle of or the first week or second week in August, the 8th to the 12th, and go up there, and we're going to do a bunch of shows from up there.
Good, excellent. Well, make sure you send my regards and tell her I said hi and wish her the best.
I will.
I hope to keep me posted if anything's televised or you get any YouTube clips or anything like that. Let me know. I'd love to see how she's doing.
Well, it's going to be the Nationals.
A little help, I've turned right to go left. I'd love to try a sprint car.
Yeah. Well, she fell into a thing where she's got 3 different teams. I think at least 2 different teams.
That's awesome.
So, but she'll be out there. Yeah, it'll be for the Knoxville National, so it's going to be televised.
Oh, very good. I don't know who covers that, but you'll let me know when the time comes, I'm sure.
Oh, just keep up with it on Facebook.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have to subscribe to her, so make sure I keep up on her updates.
What? You aren't subscribed to her? Shame on you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell her so next time she's in town, I'll take her over to you and people.
I know friends that are on there, but they're like, I don't say no to anybody or friends on Facebook. It's like a fan page for me.
Yeah.
I've got my friends and my family that I subscribe to. That's probably 50, 60 people, and you just can't. You can't keep up with 1,500 people, 1,600 people. It blows you up. Then you lose. Not that I don't care for it, but then I'm getting messages from people that are in Knoxville, Tennessee, and then I'm missing stuff from my best friend in that room. You got to prioritize somehow.
I gave up on it. I'm already on my second personal profile and have probably 3 to 8 business profiles. So.
Yeah, I mean it's great. It's a great network. I mean, I got a young man. I don't know if he's watching the show, but he wrote me. His name is Brian Persteiner. Or Steiner. I hope I didn't butcher that. From Medford, Wisconsin, asked me for some autograph cards. I've never been to Wisconsin. It's an honor. I mean, it's great. Thank you for writing. If you're listening, I've got my cards here. I'm having some mechanical problems getting to the post office. I can't seem to get my rear in gear. I've got the cards here, and they're signed, and I'm sending them out to you as soon as possible. Thank you for writing. Appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Oh, gosh. But, yeah, it'll be fun to have you back down here on a Saturday night and catch back up.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time, and I'm going to have to try and make some arrangements to get down there, come down and do the show, and meet this new young lady you got there who's doing the show. You sound like a bundle of personality.
Yeah, I have quite a personality on me, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to see the race. The last one I was supposed to see was canceled, unfortunately, because I was really looking forward to it.
Well, we're racing South Boston this weekend, which is in the grand scheme of things, isn't all that far. Make a road trip. Come on down.
I'm not sure. Oh, I mean, I'll see, but I'm not sure. I'll have to ask my family and see if we can travel up there and see it.
Okay.
And so if you see me there, great. If not, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. So I'm not going to make any promises you can hold against me there.
Is she making that? I'm not dealing with this guy's face. Did I just get dumped? Did I get jolted?
No. She honestly wants to get out there because it's
kind of like a blind date because I'm not watching the show. I just asked her out and I got shot down.
Deb might have something to say about that. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
I'll forgive you once.
Oopsie daisy there.
It's a long story, my friend. We'll discuss sometime off the air.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man, that should be interesting.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. You got it, yeah.
I'll have to call you after the show is what you're telling me, huh?
Yeah.
I'll make sure he calls you.
All right.
Jeez. Anywho, go ahead and did you already get a chance to run through all your sponsors? I know you talked about your main one.
Well, Atlantic Solar Solutions has been great with us this year, and the team owner also owns Hyperion Stud, horse breeding up there in Barbersville, Virginia, and they're plastered all over the car. And they're great. Gene Nichols, Gene, I hope you're watching because I meant to call you after the race last week. my personal life major nosedive and required all of my attention, but you gave me. Holy cow, was that better? And louder? The volume of the car increased by like 50 decibels just by putting carburetors on it. I've never seen anything like it before. It completely woke the car up.
Oh, wow.
We qualified 24th every week. We qualified 16th and knocked by 3. The whole field slowed down like 3/10. We picked up 2.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, if that's what it takes.
Fantastic. You know, John McMullen, my crew chief and engine builder, and then I got to thank Randy Murray, Randy's Machine up in Long Island, New York, who's been a tremendous help to us. Dennis at Oval Speed, Carl at Carl's Racing Products, you know, Danny at Carl's Racing Products. Just there's so many people that have really come on board and helped us out. And it's like you said, you know, I think it's the love of the underdog.
Good deal.
It really is.
We run clean, we run hard. You know, I mean, I ran 150 last year and I didn't put a scratch on the front bumper.
Oh, wow.
I scoured the right side rails once, but that was cool.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my gosh.
They tell me that they like the sparks.
Oh, gosh. Fireworks on the 4th of July coming from...
Hey, somebody had to do it.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
A lot of Roman candles. NASCAR wouldn't let me shoot them off out the window.
Well, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, would it, right?
Yeah.
Just sneak one out. Get a line of firecrackers and sneak it in the car, and then as you're driving along, you have a caution or something, light them and toss them up.
To make it clear, I was not the one that gave you this idea. It was all Roger. I'm just...
It's not all me. Birds of a feather flock together. I'm under the wheeling car getting ready for the race. These guys come in with like these industrial snappers, you know, little things you throw at the ground and they go crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They found these ones that are the size of like overripe grapes.
Oh, God.
You could blow a hole in a door with. All 4 of them. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Gotta love them.
Oh, gosh.
You had to go clean your shorts, eh?
Micro.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
4th of July must be
They're a
interesting.
great bunch of guys. It's, you know, it's more than just the team. It's friends. You know, they really are. They're a great bunch. You know, I touched on. I've had some issues in my personal life the last couple of weeks here, and I'll tell you what, every one of them has come forward and done things to help that what a friend for. You know, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have people like that in my life. I really am.
Well, like you were saying earlier, you need to get your time scheduled so you can be off early on a Wednesday night. Come on down and have some fun with us.
Yeah, I know that. They're really out of line because they expect me to work the whole day for the whole paycheck. And I got a problem with that. You know, that's a lot of hours. You know, 8? Wow. You know?
Take a half a day vacation, come down here, be on the show, and then get fed afterwards. What the heck more could you ask for?
I know. That's worth it. That's why I miss coming down. It's a good time. It's, as you can see, because I've blabbed up like half your show now. You guys have shut the thing. Was somebody supposed to call after me?
No, I
No,
arranged
there
it this
wasn't.
way. I actually thought about having our buddy Al on here. You know how that can be.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, no worries. There was no callers after you. It was just you and one other caller before you, and that's all we had tonight. So
I had Joey Coulter on ahead of time, talked with him.
Oh, good times. I'm in good company.
I knew you'd be worth at least a half hour, so I said, nah, this will be good enough.
I'll still be talking after you hang up. You know
I know
me.
that.
Oh,
I know that.
I have a feeling of that.
You hear that? Somebody in the peanut gallery out here say you're worse than a woman.
I'm worse than a woman. No, I'm not complaining.
Oh,
It's entertainment here.
I think she's saying talking wise when it comes to jabbing a jaw there.
I've been told that I have the gift of gab.
Heard a job of the hut, well, that's jabber the butt.
Oh gosh.
What time is better to talk but on a talk show? I mean, come on.
That's right. You're supposed to be talking, right?
Yeah, it's not like we're playing Jeopardy or something. It's like, would you shut him up? I'm trying to focus.
What was the answer again?
To repeat the question, I'll tell you what the question was. Shut up!
Oh my gosh, he's a trip. Lord. Well,
Try. You know, they say if you can't laugh at life, it's not worth living, right?
that's very true. And
So, you know, and I don't think you guys are calling me because, like I said, man, it's just been a lot going on in my personal life. It's a breath of fresh air. Just call in and talk about racing and many other BS we can come up with. So.
yes, but
You know,
no problem. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
Hey, Joe, when Terry comes back, okay, I'm going to get a show where she's on it, You're on it. Matt's on it, and oh gosh, our other modified buddy, Mike.
That other guy.
Leach?
The other guy, yeah.
And get Mike Leach on also.
He's in a pod. We both talked the whole night. Neither one of us hears the other one.
Oh,
I'll just turn the camera on all four of y'all, and they'll just start going, and I can go.
That'll
be
an
back in about
interesting
3 or 4
show.
hours.
That'll be very interesting.
By the way, I like the Jeeps.
Show with me and Mike Leach, you'd have like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Slow it down and play it for speeds that people would understand.
Well, that's like you missed the other day. We had Sammy Swindell, we had Lasowski. Who else?
I know. Yeah, he was telling me about that.
Oh.
Yeah, you missed have been on that one.
Yeah, well, just that whole work thing.
Hey, half-day vacation. Remember that word.
I am doing a job down in Richmond. I work for a company called Fast Science with a lot of vinyl graphics and stuff like that. And it's a good company. I like it. It's a small company. Not one of the places where you get lost in it. It's nice.
Hey, here you go.
It's good. It's not a bad gig.
Hey, here you go. Do you get to put the vinyl on too?
Actually, I'm doing more sales. Apparently they.
Oh, in that case, you need to come down here Wednesday to see if you can sell us something.
I say I talk a lot, so I should be in sales. I don't know what they mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a good position for you.
Right. I can listen.
But the thing is, how long can you listen for?
That'll be a toughie.
Too.
What was that, Joe?
I can listen for as long as I need to.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that could be put to a test.
Yeah, that'll be put to a test. That should be interesting now, wouldn't that?
Oh, jeez.
I've won a lot of races. I've never won the quiet game.
Oh,
All right.
gosh.
Hey, Joe, we'll go ahead and kick you off the phone here. You can go ahead and talk if you want to. We'll hang up.
Hang up, just keep talking to the phone, all right?
Make you feel good.
Yeah, talk to yourself, all right?
Go have some fun. And
Who told you? Did he tell you I talk to myself?
No, I'm just a good guesser, I guess, when it comes to things like that, so.
If you've got 3 or 4 voices in your head, you're really not talking to yourself.
Now, hey, you need to be watching this in
German
video.
one. I don't know what the German voice is saying. They just keep, and he won't shut up. Nobody knows what he's talking about.
Are you sure it's not the inner voice or your actual voice?
No, that's the inner voice, because I don't speak German. I just walk around yelling stuff in German all day long.
Oh, God.
Just let me know. I'll help translate for you.
Oh, you speak German?
A little bit.
Nein sprechen Sie Deutsch. I'm out of this one.
Nine. That's all I know. That's the spectrum.
All I know is I don't speak German, so that way they'll leave me alone.
Hey, you need to watch this, Joe. We were going to try to have her do, since she's wearing a hat tonight, and give her a little Aussie look. We were going to try to have her go Aussie on us tonight.
What kind of hat you got? What are you wearing?
Oh, you want me to do an Aussie accent?
Bad.
I can't talk, my voice. But yeah, he wanted me to do one because I got my cowgirl hat on tonight, so he was messing with me before the show, saying he'll have me do some accents. Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, just catch it on YouTube later, Joe. You can see.
Awesome, will do.
Just remember to bring your reading glasses, okay?
Oh, you're going to end it on a dig, huh? Ring low and hang up the phone, aren't you?
All right.
Oh, fun.
All right, I see how it is.
Hey, I'll lend you mine.
Let's talk racing.
Hey, I'll lend you mine, Joe. All right, go have a fun night, and we'll catch you later. I'll give you a shout later on, okay?
All right, go get yourself something to eat. Get a doggy bag for me, all right?
All right.
All right, will do. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that was the show for Let's Talk Racing Night. Please tune in
didn't say we're
again.
done yet.
Well,
You're signing off
look at the time. I'm signing off.
So?
So? You said I was doing it, so I don't have to.
I'm the producer.
Okay, and?
So, I'm telling you not to sign off yet.
Well?
So, you get to take
whenever
direction
you
from me.
feel like, okay?
Okay. We usually try to talk about the people we talked about after we're done.
Well then. He was a character. Joe was.
Oh, yes.
Man, that should be interesting. He's a talker. Oh my goodness.
What you do is go to YouTube and pull up some of the...
Then you'd be able to see this
Speaking
photo.
of Joe and Mike Leach.
Oh yeah.
You need to find a way to put that photo up.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
We've had them here together. They're on some of the shows. Just go to YouTube or go to YouTube. You'll be able to pull them up.
Wow, that should be interesting.
I've got 130 plus videos from the show on there.
Well.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's about almost 3 years worth.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of them I haven't put on there yet too.
Well, you better get to work on that, I guess.
No.
No? Well, okay. You're lost on that then.
I have other things to do as well.
Okay, yeah, I'll take credit for
I'm trying
that.
to plan this thing going to the Knoxville National is going to be one of those too.
Have fun with that.
I may want to talk to you over there, young man. Yeah.
Yeah, we're pulling you out here.
That's what you get for being an LPN.
Yeah, I hear you.
Anywho.
Stay hydrated.
Now you can thank everybody for
Now I can. So now that I've gotten permission from the producer, my uncle, I can sign off now. Well, thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please tune in next time, and we can't wait, and we'll talk about things racing, and of course we always go off topic with who knows what. So thanks for watching. And his name's Tom.
Not Tom.
His name is Tom.
You sure about that?
Yes, absolutely.
Tell them about next time you get asked on a date.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Tell them about the family motto the next time you get asked for a date.
He didn't ask for a date.
Hi, my name is Natalie Sather. I drive the 94 K&N Lady Eagle Safety Wear, Butler built seats, bell helmets, hooker harness seat belts, number 94 at South Boston Speedway. Be sure to listen to Let's Talk Racing TV.
I'm Sam Hunt, driving 42 car on the thing Let's Talk Racing.
Hey guys, I'm Daytona 500 winner Trevor Bain, and thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing.
Hi, I'm Robert Richardson Jr., driver of the number 23 Dodge Challenger for R3 Motorsports in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, and you're watching Let's Talk Racing.
I'm Tony Peter, driver of the number 17 Toyota NASCAR Camp World Truck Series, and you're listening to Let's Talk Racing.
Let's Talk Racing is brought to you by PC Doctors, Computer Sales and Services. This doctor still makes house calls. And also Hampton Incredible Tees and Signs, both located at 1248 North King Street in Hampton, Virginia.